so today is the day that I climb up Mount Graham. So this is the first of the top 25 climbs in the United States rated by difficulty. So my goal is to do the top 25 climbs within about a year or 2 years. So right now I'm just trying to knock off some of the oddball ones. So there's one here in Arizona, which I'm doing today. There's one in Nevada. There's some in Colorado. There's some up in Vermont and New Hampshire. So like where Mount Washington is. There's 4 of them are in Hawaii, and the majority of them are actually in California. So there's some in SoCal, and there's a lot in the northern part of California. So this is gonna be a fun little challenge for me just to do, just because I love cycling and I love traveling and I love climbing. So it wraps all 3 of those things into one. So Hannah just went down to the car rental place to grab the car that we're gonna be using for the next week or so. So I'm doing Mount Graham today, we're going down to Bisbee, then we're going to San Diego.
You're styling, baby. Styling in the Kia. Or is it a Hyundai? Hyundai.
It's kind of annoying to explain, but since Hannah has an out-of-state driver's license, she needed a major credit card in order to rent the car, but our card literally just had fraud on it like a few days ago.
2 days ago.
So the card was deactivated. So we didn't have a credit card. We had the old credit card that was deactivated, but we were still able to put the charge on it, and then we called Chase to actually approve it. We got the car now.
I'm like, there has to be a way that they can like let us use this card, because I'm like, this is the only, like I have other credit cards but I got rid of all of them so that I wouldn't use them and stuff, like when I paid off all my debt. I was like, I don't need all these credit cards. Like I probably have 3 or 4 that I could use, I just don't have them with me.
Here we go. Bike is loaded and I'm ready to go. Hannah doesn't have to stress anymore because we're going to San Diego. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that was the thing. I'm like, what if we can't go to San Diego? Then
Yeah.
everything's screwed up.
Yeah, so.
I would have found a way, hell or high water to get there. I would have just f***ing taken a plane.
At that point, yeah.
Can we take an Uber to San Diego?
So to actually find this place on the GPS, I typed in the federal prison near Safford because this is a federal prison right here. Look at that. Federal Correctional Institution. So here we are, we're at the base of Mount Graham. Actually, to start the actual segment, I gotta ride down the road a bit and then come back up. This is what we're doing with today. So this is number 17 of 25 of the top 25 toughest climbs in the United States. So the distance is 20.1 miles. The beginning elevation is at 3,300 feet and the ending elevation is at 9,000 feet. So the actual total elevation gain of the climb is just over 6,000 feet because there is a bit of descent on the climb. The average grade of the climb is 5.7%, so it's a little bit steeper than Mount Lemmon. Mount Lemmon didn't even make the top 25. I think it's number 32 or 33 or something. Time to get ready. Just a few thoughts before we head up to the top of Mount Graham. My main concern for this is not actually getting up the climb. It's more so once you get up high enough, it starts getting pretty cold. So it's about 65 degrees Fahrenheit down here, and it'll probably be somewhere around 30, 35 towards the top. So it does get a little bit cold up there. Looking up at the top of the mountain there is a bit of snow. So I'm just hoping that the road is clear all the way up. I know that there can be some snow in the road, but hopefully it hasn't snowed in a while and it's cleared up as of late.
5-kilometer check-in. We're doing good. $10-kilometer check-in. Still doing good. I'm climbing for about 46 minutes. Definitely went over some steep parts there. They're definitely over 10, maybe 12% gradient. Let's keep going. $15-kilometer check-in. Still going strong. You're not really gonna be able to see it, but down there somewhere is where I started. That's the prison, I think, right there where that white spot is. All right, let's keep going. 7,000, baby! Whoop whoop! $20-kilometer check-in. Still going good. There's a lot of ice on the roads on this climb, so just kind of got to be a little bit extra careful. Let's keep going. $8,000. Whoop whoop whoop. 25-kilometer check-in. I've ridden so far now and so high. I'm literally on the other side of the mountain. This is the other side of the mountain. Holy f***. About 5 more kilometers to go, and the grade seems to be evening out quite a bit, so it's a little bit easier right now, and should be done very, very soon. $9,000, baby! Whoop whoop! Been climbing for about 2.5 hours, so good day on the bike. All right, look at this. So this is the finish of Mount Graham. Obviously not allowed to go further. It's not even a paved road, it's a dirt road. So I'm gonna take a piss, eat a few figs, drink a bit of water, and then on my way down. Holy shit, that was a long climb, but feel good. 32.8 kilometers to get this far, and 2 hours and 36 minutes. The car and the prison somewhere kind of down there. If you see that big kind of white dot down there somewhere, that's where I came from. Huge ups on this climb, huge up. Okay, we are done. That was the craziest descent that I've ever done. It was so cold, and there's so many rocks on the road. There's no guardrail. There's basically like a cliff off the entire way. There's snow and ice on the descent as well. Oh man, I'm just glad to be done that descent. I'd rather ride up that hill than ride down. Like, no joke. All right, on my way home,